Good morning, Tame Country. Well, guys, I'm still sleepy. Let's just get that out there. Oh, anyway, so hey, my bad. No vlog yesterday, which is actually unusual, but it's been a long time since I've been so busy that I've not been able to pick up the camera. But yesterday was one of those days. I was working on trying to get state certified and get the application in for the South Carolina Plumbing Board, and that involved me going to pick up a printer, and I spent like 4 hours trying to get it to work. And anyway, blah blah blah. I had a lot to do yesterday, and today it's time to get it back in gear and go out here and make some of this green stuff. I ain't talking about snot, I'm talking about money, dinero, cashola, because we gotta have it to pay bills. You know, they say money's the root of all evil. I think maybe that the lack of money is the root of all evil. Be honest with you. That's yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. I'm pretty sure that that's probably correct. Well, it's the greed of money is actually the root of all evil, but that's not the point. The lack of money is the root of all evil. So I gotta go out here and get me some, because rent don't pay itself. Oh, I need something to drink. Hey, I'm gonna tell you guys, it's not feeling so great today. It's 50 degrees. Well, it was 49 right before I started saying that, but it's 50 degrees, and the sun's not really out. But I mean, of course, it's daylight, but the sun's not showing through. But hopefully it'll feel a little better. I'm tired of this chilly weather. I know it's not as cold as what I used to have in Tennessee, but it's still chilly. That sounds good. Speaking of chili, I wonder if we can have some chili tomorrow or tonight. That sounds good. Oh, and I walked outside today and the truck was dead. I had to go next door and steal Tina D's car, come jump off the truck. So that's what I did. And actually I gotta use their older car when I jump off the truck. The newer car they have won't jump it off for some reason, but the older one, it jumps it off very quickly. Maybe it probably got a bigger battery in it, but oh, so I'm gonna stop. My wife barely had any sleep last night, so I'm actually running late for work, but I'm gonna go ahead and run by and take her a Red Bull at work, even though it's quite a bit out of my way. It's all right. Anyway, so I'm gonna do that. I'm about to run this gas station, get that done, and I will see you guys in a little bit. Well, guys, the day continues. I just got to the first job and noticed the yard had already been took care of, but I wanted to show you guys this. Maybe if he don't sneak back in the water. The residents have a fishing pond here, and I see a baby gator out here. See if I can zoom in on him. Oh, never mind. He dived in the water. He didn't like me. Of course he did. You little poop. Well, okay. I scared him. Oh well. I guess he didn't want to chat. But oh well, I guess it's on to the next job then. Hey, I thought I was about to get a nice zoom in on that gator, but I guess he wasn't having no part of it. Anyway, oh, people are probably, what is he doing? I was gator hunting. Oh well. All right, well, I'm gonna give my mom a call back. I thought I'd get on here and show y'all a gator relaxing, but it didn't happen. Crap. Well, oh, that tamper stick made me tired. Anyway, so there was a big old giant hole here, which now is not nice and level. But I had to take a big heavy tamper stick and Oh, about 3 bags of dirt, a bunch of grass seed, and a rake. Oh, anyway, and had to wear it out. They had a huge tire rut that they had worked out. It's probably about 5 or 6 inches deep. Whew, hey, that tamper stick will wear you out. Whew. About 15 minutes, I beat the dirt to death. So if they drive on it, hopefully it won't rut near as bad while the fresh dirt's there and the grass seed's there. Oh, but if they do, that's their own fault. Whew, good Lord Almighty. Woo, hey, it's time to take me a little, I don't know, 5-minute break. I'm having a crazy beard day, look here. Anyway, take me a little break and head on to the next one. I believe it's a gas water heater, which I thought it was gonna be an electric water heater. I guess I didn't get lucky. And so no, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not exactly looking forward to the next one, because the electric water heaters are just 10 times easier to deal with, especially if there's a leak involved. But it is what it is, I guess. Whatever. And it's definitely time to get something to eat. I am hungry. Hungry. Did I get all the pictures I need? Yeah, I think I did. I got all the pictures I need. Oh, bag about to fly out the window. Oh, anyway, I actually was just talking to my mother. Hey, you just gonna keep backing up, aren't you? Nice. Really? Really? Look, had no idea that I was even coming out of the driveway. Yeah, I'm filming you. Like literally, if I wouldn't have just put it in reverse, he'd have backed right into me. Idiot. Oh, Lord forbid you look when backing out of your driveway. Hey, at least if he would have backed into me, I'd have had the camera on. Get it? That would have been, well, inconvenient, but yet convenient. Whatever. Oh, man, I'm trying to catch my breath. I ain't used to them old tamper sticks. I didn't even own one. I had to buy one today. Usually I just use my feet and walk on it. But anytime it's where a car drives over and they're gonna, you know, liable to run over it, you gotta wet it down, and just each layer you gotta beat the snot out of it to get it as compacted as you can. And I couldn't find regular dirt, and I was using topsoil, so I was having to compact it even harder. And topsoil is not easy to compact, but it is a lot easier to get the grass seed to grow. So, oh well. And there's not much dirt here. It's mostly sand. So really, probably should have done a mixture of regular dirt and sand, but I did not have regular dirt available unless I was to go dig it up somewhere. So, oh well, I did what they told me to do. Man, I really hope the next job's not gonna be a pain in the butt, for the simple fact that on those water heaters we get a flat rate pay. So the easier it is, you know, the more convenient it is for us, you know, to make a little better money in a shorter amount of time. Of course, that's what everybody wants, make more money in a shorter amount of time. But maybe sometimes it just doesn't work out like that. So that's all right. But man, hey, at least it's not 49 degrees anymore. It's worked its way up to 59 degrees. And it actually feels pretty nice. It really doesn't feel like 59. I've got both windows down. Well, I guess I got both windows down because I'm hot. Maybe if I wouldn't have been working like that, it wouldn't feel so good outside. I'm just glad it's not 100 degrees outside when I'm doing that. But sooner or later, you guys are gonna have some vlogs on here where I'm sweating from my bald head down to my soft feet, and I'll be drenched after just, you know, 30 minutes. It gets really, really, like, I'm talking about Australia hot here in South Carolina. And that will shortly come, I'm sure. And I don't really like that kind of weather. I don't even like going to the beach when it's, you know, 100 degrees. You can't stay there. I mean, we stay there for, you know, if we stay there for an hour and a half, everybody, no matter if you got sunscreen or not, you're just burnt to a crisp. So you can't really enjoy the beach that long. So we prefer if it's around 85 or 90 at the most, and 90's pushing it, but when we go to the beach, we definitely don't want it to be scalding hot. But it will be nice to be able to have the camera you know, out on the beach and, you know, just stuff like that. And I'm hoping by the time it's, you know, beach season, that I'll be able to get maybe a waterproof GoPro and maybe be able to start doing some of this on the computer instead of everything off of a smartphone that's obviously not waterproof. So maybe I can save up enough money by then to get a nice GoPro. I mean, I could have already bought a GoPro, but I don't want one unless it's waterproof. So I'd rather not have to buy it twice. I just, hey, anybody got a waterproof GoPro on here they ain't using? Old Country use it. Send it my way. Anyway, so I'm gonna get off here. I just put the GPS to head home just to get me out of here, but I'm really not sure where the next one is, so I guess I better get off here and check. Yeah, so, yeah, bye. Well, guys, the good news is, oh, there's the gas water heater. Oh, come on, I'll call you back, Mom. So, the good news is, it should be a pretty easy fix. The expansion tank has blew a hole. Yeah, so guess I'll be going to Lowe's again. Good. Well, that just means it's should be an easy fix. You should be able to just take that one off and screw another one on. Sometimes it's that easy, sometimes it isn't, but I will still have to get that gas relit on the bottom. And I actually I like where this is a subdivision, but they're located at the end of the subdivision where it's all woods. So that would be convenient to live in a subdivision but still have acres of woods right next to you. Oh, keys are in the back of the truck. Dadgummit. Where are they at? There they are. I had to unlock my, well, you know how it is. I have to lock everything up with cables because people have to steal all the time. You know what? I'm pretty sure I've worked on this house before. And I just don't know on what. But I know I've been here before. I tell you what, I hope Lowe's ain't a long way away. Because I am in, what city? I'm in Hanahan, which is I don't know. It's a city in between where I live and Mount Pleasant where I don't like to go. Points of interest, spell name, and Lowe's. Oh, Lowe's. Alright. Hopefully it doesn't say it's too far away. Oh. It looks like, well, it said 1.9, but I bet that is subject to change. Oh, 6.9. What? Man, I hate when that GPS does that. I'll hit in, you know, Lowe's or whatever, and it'll say 1.9 miles, and then you click on it, and then it changes every time. Why can't it just give you the real one to begin with instead of getting your hopes up? Well, he told me to knock on the door if I needed anything, and I was going to tell him I'm going to Lowe's to get a new tank, and I knocked and he didn't answer, so I'm leaving without telling him. Oh well. It is what it is. Anyway, so figured I'd let y'all know the good news. I don't have to, I was really not looking forward to that, guys. Like, super not looking forward to that. But, oh, you know what? If I'm going that way, I can go to Home Depot. So wait, I do not want to go to Lowe's. Home Depot, oh, all the way. All right, so we'll see you on the next clip. Well, yeah, y'all already know where I'm at. Go figure. Hey, I like me some Home Depot though. So there was an older gentleman. Oh, let me throw this in the back. Oh, one-handed. There was an older gentleman walking around, and he was getting some of the carts from outside and kept coming, you know, pushing them in. And I saw him come in a couple of times because I was standing at Pro Services waiting on someone to check me out for 15 minutes, and they never showed up, so I went down to customer service. And I noticed that the guy's probably 65, give or take. maybe possibly older. But his entire face and neck, ears, everything that was skin exposed from the neck up was completely covered in a white paste. And of course I'm looking, I'm like, what in the world? Like, you know, like, holy moly. And of course I wasn't gonna ask, hey, why have you got, like, what? It's almost like, did you take a nap in poison ivy? Like, what? You know, the thing's going through my head, like, okay, did he put sunblock on and forget to rub it in? You know, like, that's what it looked like. You know, the children's sunblock that's super white, and when you rub it in, it stays there and it's just always white. Or if you put way too much sunscreen on, what it looks like, that's exactly what it looked like. And finally I heard so, because here I am wondering, like, man, I really want to know, but I ain't asking. I finally heard the guy that was standing in line with me that just kept on talking to every person that was around. He was loud, he was hyper, getting on my last nerve. And I bet he said 20 times, I gotta hurry, I gotta go, I got an early date with a hot dinner plate. I bet he said that. I get something to drink before I choke to death. I bet he said that 20 different times. I was like, all right, man, we heard you. Ha, ha, ha. Funny. Hush. Anyway, so he finally said, when the guy walked outside, he said, hey, he taught the guy over at the register that couldn't do our phone sales. He said, why has he got all that rubbed on? He said, well, that guy cannot be outside in any condition where the sunshine's going to be out because he's allergic to it. What? Allergic to the sun? Wow. So the guy said, what do you mean allergic to the sun? He said if the sun rays hit him in the neck or the face, he instantly gets blisters. Yeah. Instantly gets blisters. So he has to cake his face and neck every single day with whatever is prescribed, you know, whatever sunscreen or whatever paste or cream he has to use. Wow. And it, still need a drink. So it opened up my mind to life could be so much worse. We complain about the smallest things, you know, whether we have yellow teeth or a receding hairline, or if you're like me, it just thins out and you end up shaving it, and it took me years to get just to get the balls to take off my hat, because I was young, and of course I wasn't bald. I could have grown my hair out, but I wasn't about to have no Donald Trump comb over, so I've been shaving it for as many years as I can think. It also made it easier to shave my head because one of my absolute best friends that y'all have seen the vlog, Richard, he shaves his too. I'm like, well, I'm just gonna shave mine too. But life could be so much worse. You know, boo-hoo, you don't have the truck you want. Boo-hoo, your car is not as fancy as you'd like, or your job doesn't pay as much as you want, or you were late on your electric bill and you had to get an extension, or you know, you broke your ankle. Life could be so much worse. Could you imagine not being able to go into the sunshine? Man, it hit me hard when I heard that man could not step into the sunshine, guys. I don't know. I guess you just have to see how much cream that he had to wear, and he has to go out. He has to work a full-time job like that. And I'm assuming if he even is inside of his home, that he probably cannot be in front of an open window. So that was rough to think of. At first I was like, oh, well, that sucks. But then I was like, oh my gosh, like, you can't even live life. And I don't know. But I guess his arms, it didn't affect his arms maybe, because he actually had really tan arms. So maybe it's just his face and his forehead and neck and stuff. I don't know why. Of course, I wasn't about to ask a bunch of questions, but so the moral of the story is, guys, gals, kids, old folks, and middle-aged people, be thankful for what you have in your life, whether it's your health, or be proud of your crappy truck or your crappy car or your crappy job. At least you can go out in the sunshine and take a fresh breath in of some good old air without having your face caked up with cream 7 days a week. Whew, couldn't imagine. I'll tell you what though, my bald head, it gets a little cream for the first couple of weeks I'm in the sun at the beach. Otherwise, I turn into a painful purple lobster. It sucks. Hey, you bald guys know exactly what I'm talking about. That sun just eats that head up. So, anyway, thought I'd share that with you guys. I hate to keep vlogging in the truck because it's not like it's very exciting, but I spent a lot of my life in the truck, so that's what you get. Well, guys, I hope my battery doesn't die while I'm doing this. I think I have a faulty battery. I need to order some more. But, so I actually started filming. I'm not going to put it on here. But when I got back to that water heater that I was telling you guys about, when I walked back in the garage, there was a woman that was standing there with her hand on her hip, looking at me and said, I want to know why you're doing what you're doing to my water heater. You're going to replace the whole unit. I said, no ma'am, I'm going to replace the little pressure tank that had a hole in it. And if you would like something else done, you can contact your rental company. Definitely not going to speak to me the way you're speaking. And the way that I said that was I turned around and walked to my truck, sat in the seat and shut the door. And she was staring at me from in the garage like, so I'm not going to get an answer, I guess. So I sat in the truck for about 5 minutes, and I was like, well, I'm not going back in there until she leaves. No, she stood there. I had no choice but to go back in the garage and be yelled at and ridiculed the entire time by one of the meanest women I have ever come across, and I hope she sees this YouTube video. I really hope she sees this video. Don't know how she would, but hope she gets a rumor that that was Country Carter. And I'm gonna tell you something, if you're that unhappy, there's no reason to take it out on other people. I actually have I've got a splitting headache right now. Like, this is one of the worst headaches I've had in a long time. And I looked it up, and it's normal. And, oh, good Lord, it's like a 5-car wreck right there. No wonder there's ambulances behind me. Anyway, when I took the bottom of the water heater off, the gas fumes were pretty strong. I smelled it immediately, so I went to the truck and got a mask. Put the mask on. I guess it was too late. And that was a fire truck coming. Come on, guys, it was just a little bumper to bumper. Anyway, so, oh, my head's pounding, guys. Holy moly. So I thought, oh my gosh, did I do something wrong to myself? Like, what? There's cops and ambulances, fire trucks. Good Lord. Well, they don't know what they're going to. And I Googled headaches from working on... Anyway, so it's normal. It said gas fumes, natural gas fumes, can cause migraines within just a few seconds. So that is definitely what happened. This is the first time I've ever got a headache from working on anything natural gas. But it is what it is. It also said on the side I read that if you have an empty, which I don't know what that has to do with your head, but if you have an empty stomach, that the headaches can hit 10 times quicker. Well, yes, I skipped lunch so I could hurry up and get over here in case this was a long process, which it was, because I knew I had practice to go to tonight at 7:30, and I'm still 6 miles from the house doing 2 miles an hour, and it's almost 6 o'clock. So I was in a rush, but now I have a migraine or headache, whatever. I don't know the difference. I'm glad to get home to my ibuprofen 800, which I believe my wife just got prescribed, but pretty sure I'm allowed to take her medication if it's just ibuprofen. So yeah, that was an experience that I hope to not have to go through. Now, after I was yelled at and she was extremely rude and cruel, I finally killed her with kindness and found her sweet side, which took over an hour to find. And I think she just needed someone to vent to, but there's no reason she should have did it in the way that she did it. But being the kind of person I am, I forgive her. I forgave her before I ever left her house. In my mind, she's forgiven. But that doesn't mean that I will go back to her home and fix anything else. If she would like anything else done there, they're going to have to get another technician to do it. Because I definitely, first impression was not good with her. And being that she's the first one I've had to deal with like that, I won't be going back. Hey, wish her the best though. But you won't be getting no country back. I'm hungry, guys. I'm ready to eat. And it says it's 60 degrees. There is no way it's 60. It feels like it's 49 again out here. It does not feel warm. I got the windows up, and I'm still a little chilly. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna crank up the heat. Oh, hey, when I got that fire finally going, man, and it took forever. When I finally got that water heater lit back up with that, it's something I've never worked on before. Anyway, it was a gas and electric all in one, with a huge blower on top that operated it. When I got that thing going, oh man, that heat coming out of the bottom felt great. It was like I was sitting in front of a fireplace. But being that I tell you guys the truth about everything, I was absolutely scared to death of that thing. I just was. Don't know why. Probably because I've never worked on one. And the noises it was making, I was unfamiliar with that big blower that was on top. You had to hit an on button and it would make a loud sound, and it was grinding, and I just, okay, this is the 5th fire truck. There must have really been something going on over there, because I saw 5 cars in a line and it looked like they'd hit each other with some very small dents, but there was people all out of their cars and stuff. So there is police, ambulances, and I've seen 5 fire trucks. Wow. Anyway. Oh, alright. Hey, that's enough of that. I ain't gonna gripe no more. But, sorry, guy, I'm getting sidetracked. Anyway, I'm just gonna change the subject. I don't even want to talk about it no more. So, baseball. I'm not sure that's gonna happen tonight, because honestly, my head's just getting worse because I haven't took ibuprofen yet. But it's cold. Well, it ain't cold. It's chilly. And I'm not in the mood now. I think I need to go home and just relax and take a hot shower. Maybe I'll feel like going to baseball tonight, but I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna get off here. I'm probably boring you guys to death talking about my day, but I'll see you guys when I get to the house. Good Lord, there's another ambulance coming. Howdy. So, I got good news and I got bad news. The bad news is I still have a headache and I have to go to baseball practice. But the good news is that me and Kira, well, and everybody else, we got KFC, and the good news is that we got gravy on our taters. Ain't that right?
I can come.
Can we?
Yeah.
You better ask Mama about that.
Well,
So anyway, guys, this is the outro. Hey, look here. Somebody said this was a black person thing, and I say that's bull.
Hey, watch me go very fast.
Louisiana hot sauce on fried chicken.
Very fast.
That's my thing.
Watch me.
So if that's a black thing, I see why they do it.
Watch me.
What? Okay, let's watch. I'm watching. For real, player. Don't run in the house. How am I gonna watch you do something I tell you not to do? Tell everybody bye.
I didn't even fall.
Tell everybody bye.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Anyway, outro. Are you ready for practice?
Hey, wait, almost.
In it, huh?
Almost can come.
Anyway, so we gotta go to practice, and probably already gonna be late.
Almost can come.
Just wait till your mama gets here. You can ask her.
Let's wait.
Yeah, I still got a headache, guys, but hoping a belly full of food and that ibuprofen 800 will kick in. Maybe this hot sauce all over my chicken. Look here. Y'all see that red? Yeah, maybe not, but it's there. So anyway, I'm gonna get off here. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Country Carter and Kira signing out.